Previously in the last video, I discerned the features of none other
than Fantasy Boy!
Oh, come on! You're really going to treat them like an esteemed guest after what they did? Like they're going to go snoop around the house and they're going to find another demon book and summon another evil spirit. And now back to the present. Yo, what is up everybody? Zanzepikid here, back again with some more of Spellbound. Last where we left off, we playing as Venti Chailatte, the bookstore cashier who saw Lukas wanting to use some demon summoning book, and then Venti Chailatte had the bright idea to bring it to their house and summon a demon accidentally by mumbling some spell. And now Lukas is pissed at us, and these other guys are just like, hey, you're being too hard on them. And Lukas is like, nah, fuck you. So we're now faced with the choice of whether to go after him or not. Well, thing is, Lukas isn't the route that I'm probably going to go for first. So normally I would pick not to go after him. But you know what? We want some content. So we are going after him. And we're going to try and get rid of these misconceptions once and for all. No way Lukas is going to brush me off like that. Not when I haven't even apologized. Ignoring everyone's protests, I stand up and run from the kitchen. It's probably not going to end well, but whatevs. Ooh, we got a new CG. Wait, who this? Dude staring at other dude. That's nice, though. That's some nice, I think that's hair. And ooh, two figures in the middle of a street. I just love the attention to detail here in these settings. Lukas is down the hallway, and I'm panting by the time I reach him. Hey! He turns and glances at me, and instantly turns away once and keeps walking. I lunge forward and grab his sleeve, nearly falling on my face in the process. You can't run from me forever. Can't you just tell me what the hell I did? What the fuck does it look like you summoned a demon? Now openly scowling, Lukas pries my hand off his shirt sleeve with cold fingers. If looks could kill, the sharpness in his gaze could have taken me out in seconds. Ouch. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, but I'd like you to leave me alone. Stop bothering me. He sweeps away, heels clicking loudly against the floor. I stand there for a moment and just stare. I can't say I didn't expect him to brush me off, but irritation simmers in me nonetheless. To get to the bottom of this is the last thing I do. To hell with how badly Lukas wants to keep me in the dark. Seems I'll be stuck here for way longer than I expected. And Tino suggested I explore the house. No use being miserable and lost during my whole stay after all. Once I've pretty much figured out everything on the ground floor, I've come across the only door I've yet to open. It might lead to a basement, which would be the normal option. I feel like there were some art filters on some of these images. Yeah. Not saying that's bad, but nice. But again, my life has been anything but normal since waking up at this house. So it might as likely take me to another dimension. This one with twice as many monsters that emerge from books. It's gonna be freaking ink hard up in there. Well, I'll never find out if I don't try. Gently. Oh, basement? Pulling the door open, I find the scent of carpeted stairs that go down before they turn right and disappear. The stairs look relatively normal, less like a path to a basement in a horror movie and more like just a regular room. Wow, this freaking MC is just really pondering about stairs. So the chances of me getting into another near-death experience will be smaller, I hope. I decide to. No! I played a Mori! I know that stairs can be evil! So let's go down the stairs. I go down the stairs, occasionally glancing behind me at the door, and turn the corner. Luckily, I don't find a creepy dungeon or corpses or anything like that. Just a collection of harmless-looking stuff. Okay, we got arcade machine, we got pool table, two anime boys, I don't know what that is, but there's like a rock band set? Is someone a rock star? But ooh, and a wood shop area. That is likely Berwald's place. The basement area appears to be divided into 3 sections, the first of which being what looks like a little art studio. Pots of paint line the shelves, and the walls are half covered with small sketches and paintings, and I step closer to look at them. Most of the drawings are of nature, whether they're of forests, the sky, or animals. I begin approaching the wall, but bump into a bench before I can actually take a closer look at the drawing's details. Yeah, that's what my artist brain would do. Rubbing my knee, I look down at the bench and its contents. It doesn't hold art supplies like I expected, but a number of tools. I keep a hammer from falling off the bench, and possibly onto my foot, and step around the stack of plywood that seems to pop up out of nowhere, eyeing a bandsaw that's my height. Better get away soon before I break something. Okay, the next section of the basement appears to be a music room. Hanging from the wall are a number of guitars, each one shiny with varnish and just waiting to be played. In the corner is a drum set. I take a step closer and notice some lesser-known instruments, some of which I've never seen before. One of them just looks like a block of wood with strings beside them. How do you even play that? There are 2 little hammers next to the instruments, and for a moment I consider knocking them against the strings to see what sound they make. So, a xylophone? Oh wait, no, it's strings, not keys. But again, the instrument might just break, and that wouldn't get me any closer into my host's good graces. Better safe than sorry, I guess. I back away from the music area and to the last section of the basement. Game room, mostly taken up by 3 massive tables. One appears to be for pool, one for ping pong, and one for air hockey. Apart from that, there's a crate that appears to be full of cards and board games. Another filled with fake swords. At least I hope they're fake. And then in the corner, is that an arcade machine? That does not look like a corner. It looks like the middle of the wall. Oh, so they're rich. Yeah, maybe they pooled all their money together. Oh! Berwald, you jump scared me. The arcade machine is quite miraculously still working. And I load up a game of Space Invaders and start to play. A few rounds in, I hear footsteps and turn to see Berwald coming down the stairs. He nods briefly in response to my wave, a short one, before my hands fly back to controlling my ship, goes to the little art studio and hoists up a wooden board in a surprising show of strength. Yes, I am very strong, because I am Sweden. He places it onto a workbench and begins marking it up with a pencil. And I turn away from the sight of his strong arms to return to the game, which I quickly lose. Hey, Venti Chailatte. Bruh. With my last spaceship destroyed, I slump against the machine and groan. Well, that was fun. Actually, my family and I have like a little arcade controller thing that you can plug in and play, and I love playing Galaga. I listened to the persistent scratch of pencil against the wood for a while, before deciding to turn around and watch Berwald work. He pays no notice, sketching on pieces of lumber while humming quietly. What are you making? Berwald looks up. Oh, just a chair. Mathias is broke. How do you break a chair, Mathias? Do you sit on it too hard? Again? This is a normal occurrence. Again. Again? Don't know how he keeps breaking them. He works in silence for a while, before I decide to talk once more. So, you like making furniture? Yeah. He gestures to the tables around them. Made these. The benches too. Oh wow. The tables and benches are sturdy looking and exquisite, with intricate carvings all along the surface. He did all of that himself? Yep. He's good at carpentry and stuff. You're really good at it. I've never seen furniture so pretty. Maybe it's just my eyes deluding me, but Berwald seems to flush at the comment. Thank you. He turns back to his work, and I observe. Either my stay in the basement lasts for too long, or he works too quickly, but I remain until the chair looks just about finished, and he just finishes a chair like that. And Berwald goes to the shelf to retrieve a pot of paint. He catches my eye again, and freezes. You don't have to stay here. No, I like watching you work. Oh. As long as you're not bored. I'm not, I promise. I can't help smiling as I watch Berwald work. He's talented, that's for sure. And I'm sure I could watch him bring pieces of furniture to life all day. I think Mathias also... I don't know. I know that Denmark also likes building furniture as a hobby. Well, not a hobby, but like, he does it. I can't stand knowing so little about everything. I nearly died, for goodness sake. And I have no idea why. Lukas doesn't even want to tell me. Well, there's no use just moping, is there? I should go ask him again. After getting only mildly lost this time, I stop at a door near the bedrooms. This one doesn't have any fancy carvings, nor anything that would indicate it's somewhere Lukas would stay. But I take the chance and knock. Come in. Hey, it's me, your favorite person! Just my luck. I slowly open the door and step inside. Wow, you have a literal office in your room with walls of books everywhere. Lukas turns around and his pensive expression turns into a frown when he sees me. He sighs. And why are you here? I really want to find out what happened and what I did. And I just remembered some little details that I might have left out of my summary. Those might help you figure things out. Is he going to kick me out? He stands up to clear a nearby chair of a massive stack of books and pulls it closer to the desk and gestures for me to sit. I do, watching as he takes out a pen and a few pieces of paper. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Okay, sorry. I guess I can start with what the demon looks like. Just the thought of it makes me feel cold. I think it had wings, more than 2 of them, and it was really scrawny. Not completely a skeleton, but not like a healthy human being should look either. And oh god, its head was a skull! There were horns growing out of its skull, and it had eyes literally everywhere except where they were supposed to be. He stares at me. Elaborate on the eyes. Well, you see, they're very red, and there's groups of them in several areas and patches. Okay, its eye sockets, the ones in the skull, were empty, but it was staring at me from its shoulders, and its ribs, and probably other parts too, but those were the only ones I could see. My breathing grows faster, and I try to focus on the soothing, steady scratch of Lukas's pen against paper to calm down. And what the heck? There's more I remember, I'm sure. Take your time. That line alone surprises me. Bored in my sudden forgetfulness. Lukas is glancing at me, still not smiling. But his gaze is gentle.
Yes, Lukas. One day I will thaw your heart. I shall bring life to your cold, dead soul.
It won't hurt to catch your breath for a minute or two. I relax my shoulders. I didn't even realize they were tense. And exhale slowly. Think. What else about that thing scared you? I think I remember. The demon had an orb thing. Where the heart should be. Okay. Do you remember anything else about it? Yeah, it was red. He writes that down in a careful, sloping font. Anything else? I'll need to think for a bit. Of course. By the time I've told him all I could remember, my mouth is dry and he's filled up 2 whole sheets of paper with writing. And his words are tiny. I knew talking could be so draining. I should probably go back to my room. I get up to exit the room. Lukas glances at me. Oh, you're leaving? Yeah. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna end up being locked into his route if I choose this. Because the thing is, what I was aiming for was going for his route last. Because it seems like the one most relevant to the plot. But, the one that could seems to have the most room for development. But I don't know, I do want to hang out with all these guys as much as possible, but my instincts are telling me to stay. I'll go get some for you, just wait here. He walks briskly out of the room, returning just a few minutes later with a glass of water. Here. Thank you. While I drink, I look around the room. You've got lots of books here. They're mostly books on magic, but I have a few classics. I keep my favorites in my room, but in here, you can find books by Wilde, Shakespeare, and others.
Ooh, Shakespeare.
Which book is your favorite? Oh, that Shakespearean play? I particularly like A Midsummer Night's Dream. Can't really call it a book, but it's a piece that I can read over and over and never get tired of. The biggest appeal is the characters. I remember there's one character who ended up having a spell cast on them, and his head was an ass. By ass, I mean donkey. So yeah, and like the Queen Titania, she got a spell cast on her to make her like fall in love with the freaking donkey-headed guy. Is that the type of literature you love reading every day, Lukas? Over and over again? I mean, yeah, it is nice and it's fun, and it's got some funny scenarios and dramatic irony. As he rambles on, I occasionally take sips from my glass and relax in my chair. Maybe Lukas isn't so bad after all. It's late by the time I decide to head to bed. Having more or less figured out where everything is in the house, at least enough that I don't get lost again, I make my way back to my room. The hallway is dark save for the keep out sign on Emil's bedroom door, which apparently glows in the dark. Like, he really needs us to know that you can't stay in his room. Hey, that's kind of cute. Oh. Great, more spooky shit. Suddenly, I get the feeling that somebody's watching me. I look behind me, but there's nothing there. A few more steps, and the feeling doesn't go away. I look again. Still nothing. Hell no! I speed up, feet thumping against the floor, and all but run back into my room. I turn the lock. I retreat to the corner of my bed, hugging a pillow for comfort. It's cold. There had to be something there, I swear! Somebody knocks at my door. I tense, squeezing the pillow tighter. Whoever they are, I pray they can't break the lock. I mean, it's probably another one of the dudes, to be honest. They knock again. Venti Chailatte. Relief. I let go of the pillow and go to unlock the door, taking slow, deep breaths. Come in. The door creaks open and Berwald steps inside. I heard you running. Yeah, I'm not hurt or anything. Sorry, did I wake you up? No, I sleep late. Why aren't you asleep? You'll think I'm nuts or something. Berwald's been nothing but nice since I got here. Surely he won't judge me for this. I take another deep breath. Ooh. I got scared. I know this sounds crazy, but I felt like something was watching me while I was walking down the hall. I couldn't see anything there, but it just kind of creeped me out, I think. For a moment, Berwald's silent, and I think he's going to laugh at me. But his expression softens slightly. Or be awake for a while. If anything happens, I'll hear it. You're safe here. Find me if it doesn't feel that way. I exhale shakily, looking into his eyes.
His big teddy bear eyes.
Thank you. I think I'm going to sleep now. Today really tired me out.
Good night, Venti Chailatte.
I smile when the door closes, going to untuck my sheets. With the knowledge that Berwald's just a few doors away, making sure I'll be safe, I crawl into my bed and close my eyes. Chapter 1, Day 3. Yeah, I think that's as far as I'm willing to go for today. So yeah, thanks guys for reading. And it seems like Lukas is starting to soften up to us. And we got to hang out with Berwald. So as far as the story's going, if I did have an option to like pick the order of routes, I'd pick Matthias first and probably Tino, since they're two I'd probably go on a date with in real life. They're kind of my type, sort of. And then maybe Emil, just to hang out with him. He's actually my favorite of the Nordics, but in a way it's like, son, sweet baby boy. And then Berwald, then Lukas, saved most magical for last. So, yep, this has been Spellbound, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!